Hello everyone, my name is Infinity and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course the law of attraction. In today's video, I wanted to speak on the coming new moon on July 9th, 2021, and specifically how this new moon, this astrological transition, will affect love relationships and even more specifically, twin flame or divine counterpart or divine love connections. You guys know that I am extremely passionate about the twin flame path because I am a twin flame myself, and much of my own life path, my divine path through this life centers around my path as a twin flame and sharing this material information and channeled messages with other twin flames or divine counterparts who find or are drawn to my videos through YouTube. So if you do resonate with me with this channel and you'd like to hear more twin flame content, be sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get updated whenever I post new videos. On July 9th, 2021, we have a new moon in Cancer. Now, the thing about twin flame connections is that they are hypersensitive and hyper responsive to astrological transitions, changes, to collective energies and shifts, simply because twin flame energy is so powerful, so intense, and so receptive in real time. And as twin flames ourselves, we may find that as a result of these shifts and changes, we experience the most significant, dramatic evidence of these astrological shifts through our interactions and connection with our twin flame, again, just because of how powerful and responsive this energetic bond between us and our twin flame truly is. So today I wanted to share with you 4 different things you can expect from this time period. Now, of course, although the new moon literally occurs on the 9th, we do feel these energies both before and after the event itself. It all just depends on you personally, individually, energetically, where you are on the planet. And those types of factors will determine when and how you experience these energies. However, around this time, I do want to share 4 things that twin flames specifically can expect from this new moon in Cancer. So I'm going to be using both researched thoughts as I've done my own research and intuitively channeled some ideas from that research for twin flames. But along with that, I might be pulling a few energy oracle cards and tarot cards to do some of my own intuitive channeling, predictive channeling for what you can expect and what we can expect collectively as twin flames. So if you would like me to channel specific thoughts and ideas for you and what you personally can expect from your twin flame connection at this time, be sure to click the like button and the subscribe button, because in taking these 2 actions, by liking and subscribing, you are sending your energy to me and I'm able to sense your energy wherever you are in the world and channel more specific messages for your situation. So the first thing we can expect as twin flames at this time, and something you might already be feeling, is a desire for increased emotional and or physical intimacy with your twin flame. Now, it's possible you might actually feel this increased desire as a kind of tension set up where you desire something that you feel isn't there. So for some of you, this could actually intensify. And this is really the second thing that I had listed here when I took some initial notes, but I feel guided to mention now that ironically, because of this desire for increased intimacy, if you are in a period of separation or disconnect with your twin flame, this might actually set up this feeling of tension where you feel a stronger sadness or loneliness as a result of the perceived lack of intimacy, lack of emotional or physical intimacy. Now, on the other hand, this could be because of this desire shared on both sides by the feminine and the masculine. This could actually bring about, during a time of separation or disconnect, a deepening of connection, a deepening of emotional or physical intimacy. Because of this longing, you may also actually experience dreams or literal dream meetings, astral meetings with your twin flame at this time in the fifth dimension. This is because this longing for increased intimacy will penetrate the subconscious and, of course, probably the conscious mind as well. You'll probably be consciously aware of this, and so will your twin. And because of this, it will open you both up in a greater way to more meaningful and significant connections, not only in the 3D, but also in the fifth dimension. Yeah, so the next card is Journey card in the upright position. I just heard, I took a journey, but I'm ready to come home. And from that statement, I feel that will connect with anyone listening to this video, this reading, who has been in a period of separation or disconnect and has been feeling a lot of pain from this. At the beginning of this new moon period, you may feel an increased pain because you are feeling an increased desire. You see, desire, the more we want something, the more we desire something, the more it is possible for us to feel both joy from receiving that thing, but also pain from perceiving the absence of that thing. So when it comes to the twin flame connection, this increased desire for intimacy that will come with this new moon may cause you to feel an intensified loneliness, sadness, or to perceive that disconnect in a stronger way. However, you must know that your twin flame is also feeling this increased desire for intimacy, for opening up, for connecting in a more meaningful way. And again, because of this, you may experience more intense fifth dimension dream meetings, telepathic connections, those kinds of 5D experiences with your twin. But I am hearing one twin flame, whoever in this connection, if there has been one, either the feminine or the masculine, who has recently left or disconnected emotionally, physically, separated in some way in recent times. I do feel this person now at this distance desiring greater intimacy with the twin from whom they separated in the 3D, again, either emotionally or physically. They are desiring to come home, to deepen this intimacy. So the second point I had written here with the sadness and loneliness, again, I already spoke on how some of this could actually be coming from this increased desire. You want a kind of intimacy that your ego self, your 3D self, is not perceiving to be there. And therefore, you might experience increased sadness or loneliness. However, I'm hearing for many this could also be connected to career or life as well, feeling more disconnected simply from our 3D experience here on this planet. As highly spiritual people, you might find yourself just feeling kind of disconnected from the people around you, feeling different, feeling misunderstood because of, and part of this is coming from moving into this sign of Cancer, you are going to have an increased intuitiveness, an increased spiritual connection, spiritual awareness of the spirit within you, the spiritual side of yourself. And because of getting so in tune with your higher self, with your intuitive self, you may find it more difficult to connect as meaningfully with people in your 3D experience that you are in the habit of connecting with from the ego mind, from the logical mind, from the 3D perspective. This could be family members, friends, coworkers, whatever the case may be. Anyone you have a connection with that is founded on ego or logic or the physical self. You may find that because of your heightened connection with your soul self, with your spiritual self, you may actually feel disconnected from these less spiritually connected people in your life, if that makes sense. So just know if you've been feeling that way, you may even experience this as disassociation. Just feeling yourself almost zone out in these conversations with people. It's not that there's something wrong with you or that you are disconnecting from your life experience. It's simply that you are heightening your connection to your spiritual experience. So your life experience and interactions with these people in the 3D might seem to take kind of a back seat or just seem less important to you, which could cause you to, again, consciously register this as disconnection from these people. I do have to tell you guys that as I was speaking on sadness, loneliness, and love with your twin potentially coming up for some of you at this time, the card that came out from the Lover's Oracle was soulmates. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So I feel this card is coming up because soulmate, I do in a twin flame reading connect this card to twin flames because of course a twin flame is simply the highest form of soulmate connection. And of course, soulmates can be platonic or romantic. However, twin flames are exclusively romantic, divine love connections. So with this card coming up here, believe this and they will manifest physically. I hear this complex dynamic coming up, and something you need to know is, again, if you are feeling an increased sadness, loneliness, emptiness at this time with your twin, know that what you are truly feeling is an increased desire to be emotionally close, to be physically close to this person. This is important for you to know because your twin flame is your perfect mirror. Therefore, they are feeling this increased desire for intimacy as well. And that is what the ego may not be seeing during this time. But what is important to keep in mind, because they are feeling this increased intimacy, if you hold space for your twin, rather than allowing yourself to be submerged in these feelings of sadness, loneliness, and disconnect, if you choose to accept, okay, I'm feeling potentially sad or lonely, but that's only because I'm feeling a deepening of this connection, a deepening and intensifying of this desire for intimacy, with which my twin flame, being my mirror soul, actually feels as well, which means they must be moving towards me. Hold the space. Hold the space. Do not allow yourself to become submerged in these feelings of sadness. Know that this is only a symptom of this increased desire for connection that your twin flame feels as well. And if you hold this space for them, I just heard unexpected meeting, unexpected breakthrough. In holding this space, you can also expect the unexpected. Expect that there could be some breakthrough with your twin flame during this time period. But again, it is very conditioned on you choosing to not allow yourself to ruminate in these feelings of sadness and loneliness, knowing that these are symptoms. Release those feelings of disconnection that the ego perceives. It is only the ego's perception. The only truth is love. The only truth is connection. This disconnection is a lie that the ego is feeding you, and choose to release that story of disconnection that is not true, but could be coming up at this time. If you are struggling to process those kinds of energies, process to be able to release those perceptions of disconnection that the ego tries to feed you, I have created a subliminal meditation for 7 chakra twin flame clearing. This is a very powerful meditation designed to literally retune the frequency of your being to the frequency of unconditional love, which will magnetically attract your twin flame into your life. This subliminal comes from my website, soundandsoulful.com, where I have created over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. Subliminals are such a powerful energy shifting, energy healing tool, because unlike traditional spoken affirmations, they contain unconscious affirmations, meaning affirmations the conscious mind can't hear and therefore can't reject. And when the conscious mind can't reject something, that idea, that affirmation is now able to bypass the conscious filter of the mind and make deep, lasting impressions on the subconscious, which it's actually the subconscious that controls 95% of our thoughts, and therefore 95% truly dominates our vibration, what we emanate out into the universe, and in this case to our twin flame. So this twin flame 7 chakra clearing is designed to release those unconscious blocks to unconditional love and remagnetize your energy for your twin flame. So you can try out this subliminal or any of the more than 100 I've created completely free by creating a free trial account on my website. This 7 chakra twin flame clearing, as well as any other subliminal I recommend during this video, will be linked in the pinned comment and the description box under this video. So the third point I wrote down here is increased intuition and awareness, which is probably the greatest shift, the most powerful shift we will feel both as twin flames and simply as humans on this planet at this time. I am specifically going to pull some cards for how this increased intuition may affect the twin flame connection at this time. How will increased intuition affect this twin flame connection? Door to romance. Okay, this will actually open the door to romance, open new opportunities within this twin flame connection, because you have to remember, again, twin flame energy is very mirrored. So increased intuition, as we become more connected with our true self, our soul self, our most intuitive self, we also become very intuitive about the fact that we are experiencing this true divine love connection with our twin flame here on this earth. Because this is a time of coming home to ourselves, our true soul selves, coming into our heightened intuition, we will also become more strongly aware of the divine love connection that invisibly, energetically exists between us and our twin flame will actually feel this as well. So I do want to know what kinds of doors are going to be opening within the twin flame connection at this time. And as I was pulling a card from the Romance Angels deck, the card that came out is Release Your Ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And what I actually heard is the door within this twin flame connection will be opening because other doors will be firmly closing behind you and your twin. If there has been an experience that you and your twin have had recently of karmic connections, third parties, anyone coming in, any kind of old flames or old energies coming in, all of those doors are now being shut because of this increased awareness, because of this increased awareness of the soul connection between you and your twin that each of you are feeling, and because of this increased desire to be emotionally close, intimate with one another, whatever that means for you, whether it's still happening at a distance during separation or whether it's happening in very real time within some kind of 3D relationship with your twin. Regardless, there is a closing of old cycles. I just heard closing of old karmic cycles. It's like closing the circuit and moving on to something new. That is what I'm seeing within this connection. Yeah, and the card that came out is 5th chakra. So with this Release Your Ex, I'm hearing that if there has been a situation with your twin flame of one of you having either an ex or a karmic partner or someone in your life, romantically speaking, who has seemed to be distracting from this divine love connection, I am hearing with this throat chakra card reversed, it's like communication is being cut off with that person in order to open greater communication within this twin flame connection. So again, the physical manifestation of these energies will depend on your specific individual situation. However, I do feel for many of you, this will literally be your twin or you cutting someone out of your life romantically that was some kind of third party situation or a karmic or someone in your life that may have been distracting you from the truth of this connection. If not a full cutting off, I'm sensing a lessening of communication, a withdrawal from this person. because there is a return home to the true soul self, which means a return to alignment with our highest self. And as we align with this highest self, we vibrate at this authentic frequency of our highest self, and therefore anything out of alignment with that must vibrate out of our experience. And in the case of twin flames, when twin flames are aligned to their highest selves, anyone who is distracting from this twin flame connection, who is not aligned with this divine love path, will vibrate out of their physical experience, including these potential third party or karmic situations. So the fourth point that I wrote here is tension between desire for control and desire for rapid change. This is a theme of this new moon coming on July 9th, 2021. For twin flames specifically, I feel there being a dynamic set up, and this is me speaking intuitively, where there is this desire for things to come together very fast, for this reunion to happen very fast, for things to progress very quickly, coming up against this wall of fear, confusion, doubt, or insecurity. So I do want to see if I can channel more messages about that. Yeah, Magician in the Mirror card coming up in the upright position. This dynamic during this time will come to the surface, but in order or for the purpose of actually being addressed and being balanced. So you may actually find that because of this desire for things to move forward very fast or to change very fast with your twin flame, you may find that you are coming up against these walls, these blocks faster as well. So again, know that nothing is going wrong. If you feel yourself suddenly becoming very doubtful, very insecure, very afraid within this connection, nothing is going wrong here. What is actually happening is you are breaking through these walls at an accelerated rate. You are balancing this dynamic. It is coming to light. Any blocks you have within yourself or your twin has within themselves that is preventing this rapid change, preventing things from progressing very quickly, know that those things are going to be brought to light at a faster rate. Yeah, with these two cards, constraints coming out and appreciation, it's like anything that has been holding you and your twin back from this rapid forward movement is going to come to light, which at the time, or as it unfolds, may look chaotic or messy. There may be times where during this period of time, astrologically, something happens, or it might just not even be something physical that happens, but a feeling within you that seems to come out of nowhere. Extreme doubt, confusion, uncertainty. Know that anything coming up is actually just reflecting your soul's and your twin flame's soul desire to move forward very quickly, especially during this time. Storm warning in the reverse position. I just heard the thing that you fear will not come to pass. I hear like it's almost as though you feel the ground shaking, but there isn't actually going to be an earthquake, or you see the clouds rolling in, but there isn't actually going to be a storm. So I'm hearing to be very careful during this time. Because of this increased intuition and awareness, sometimes the ego can step in here, and it can be a little bit difficult to sort out the red flags from the fears and insecurities coming up at the same time, if that makes sense. It's like there is this increased intuition, there is this increased soul connection. But because you are also going to be shedding light on these blocks within yourself to moving forward with your twin, to these fears, insecurities, doubts, you're going to have to use a lot of discernment to know the difference between the red flags and the ego's fears and insecurities that are also going to be coming up during this time. So be aware of that, especially as a twin. I'm going to see if there are any final love messages for twin flames during this time. Wow, guys. And of course, the twin flame card came out. So if you are, I'm hearing specifically some of these doubts with this card coming out may be centered very specifically around, is this person my true twin flame? Is this truly my divine counterpart? This confusion coming up because there's this desire for increased intimacy emotionally, physically, for closeness, for movement forward very fast. But then as that energy begins to move, it hits up on these walls much faster than usual. One of these walls being feelings of doubt, confusion, created by, or artificially created by, the ego's fears, its own insecurities. But with this card coming out here, I hear just a strong confirmation of you can trust that this is your twin. You can trust that this is your person at this time. And it's very important that you hold on. Like I just heard, tether yourself to your soul's knowing about this other soul and about this connection. If you are feeling the intensity of these energies with this new moon at this time, another subliminal I would really recommend is my new moon energy clearing. I personally meditate with this always around the time of a new moon, and it helps me to really participate in that energetic reset offered to us from this new moon time period, to really allow myself to clear out those old energies from the previous lunar cycle and download in all of those powerful, intense, beautiful new energies to manifest anything I desire to create or attract in life or in love. So as a twin flame, especially, again, this is a very hyper responsive, hypersensitive, intense, energetic connection that is very affected by these lunar cycles and astrological transits. So it's very important as a twin to ground and clear your energy in some way. And this new moon energy clearing is very powerful as a sound therapy, energy clearing ritual around the time of a new moon. So the link to this new moon energy clearing subliminal is in the pinned comment and the description box. I want to see if there is just one final message for any twin flames listening to this reading. Calling in your soulmates, which, by the way, in this Romance Angels deck, I take the word soulmate to also mean twin flame. So calling in your twin flame, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So what I strongly hear is that final message. What a beautiful final message for this new moon reading for twin flames. Regardless of what is swirling around happening in the physical world at the time of this new moon, the sadness, the loneliness, the potential confusion or doubt, the metaphorical clouds rolling in or feeling the earth shake or whatever it is, know that this is a powerful doorway that is opening for you and your twin, but only if you hold the space for them. Do not allow those 3D situations to bring up fear within you that you cling to, or rather, it may bring up the fear, but don't allow yourself to dwell in that fear. It may bring up the sadness, but don't allow yourself to stay here, to stay in that fear. Find ways to release it, to clear it in a real time on a daily basis, and tether yourself to the knowing of this connection, of this divine love connection, of the truth of you and your twin flame. And know that you are calling in deeper connection with your twin flame at this time through meditation. As this card said, prayers, meaning meditation, affirmations, visualization. Make a clear intention for what you want with your twin. Hold yourself, tether yourself to those intentions, and do not be shaken by anything that may be happening around you in the 3D or coming up within you at this time. Thank you so much for joining me here today in this reading. I hope there was something here that was useful or valuable to you at the time of this new moon as a twin flame. If so, please do subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. The subliminals I recommended during this reading were my twin flame 7 chakra clearing and new moon energy clearing. Both links to those subliminals are in the pinned comment and the description box. You can click either of those links to explore more of the energetic benefits infused into each subliminal meditation. You can try out either subliminal completely free when you create a free trial account on my website, soundandsoulful.com. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day and a magical new moon. I will talk to you again in the next reading.